Hey, if you're a woman over 50 and you are exhausted, gaining weight for no reason, can't sleep, feel anxious, and your doctor told you that everything's fine, you need to watch this video because your hormones didn't just break. Nobody told you what to feed them. My name's Joel. I'm a nurse and a naturopath, and for the last 20 years of my career, I've seen so many women handed a pill, given a shot for their hormones, antidepressants and sleep aids and all these things, when really what they needed was a grocery list. You see, here's what's frustrating to me. Your doctor has about 7 minutes with you. They check your numbers, they write you a prescription, and then they send you home. But nobody sits down and asks you, what is it that you're eating? Nobody explains that your estrogen, your progesterone, and your cortisol all have natural pathways, and those pathways need specific fuel to work. When you stop feeding them, your body starts breaking down, not because you're aging, because nobody corrected the fuel. But you can change that today. And everything I'm about to tell you is sitting in your grocery store right now. Food number one that you need to get today is flaxseed. Flaxseed, after you're 50, your estrogen drops. And so when it drops, everything drops with it. Your sleep, your mood, your bone density, your heart protection. Flaxseed contains something called lignans. Lignans are phytoestrogens. Now, phyto means plant. So these are plant estrogens. But here's what's crazy. Lignans bind to the exact same estrogen receptors in your body as your own natural estrogen did. Same receptor, same binding site. That's also the same target that hormone replacement therapy, or HRT, is trying to hit. The drug is trying to replace what a plant already does. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that women who consumed flaxseed daily had measurable improvements in hormone balance markers in just 3 months. So, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed a day. Put it in your oatmeal, your smoothie, your yogurt. It has no taste really, it costs almost nothing, and God put it in a seed. Number 2 is broccoli. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cruciferous vegetables specifically. Here's something nobody explains about estrogen after 50. The problem is not always that you have too little estrogen. Sometimes the problem is you have the wrong kind of estrogen. And it's the kind that your liver doesn't break down fast enough. It's called estrogen dominance. That's what causes weight gain, bloating, mood swings, and even increased cancer risk. Now, cruciferous vegetables contain a compound called DIM, or diindolylmethane. You don't have to take notes, you just save this video for later. DIM tells your liver to metabolize estrogen down the safe pathway, the healthy breakdown route. That is the same pathway that aromatase inhibitor medications use for hormone-sensitive conditions. And that's what they're trying to control. It's the same mechanism. One comes from a prescription, but the other one comes from the produce aisle. So one cup of cooked broccoli a day, that's all it takes. You can steam it, you can roast it, you can throw it in a soup. And God made that detox pathway in a vegetable. Number 3 is pumpkin seeds. So after 50, progesterone drops even faster than estrogen. And progesterone is the calming hormone, or the sleep hormone. It's the hormone that keeps your anxiety quiet. When progesterone falls, women feel wired and tired all at the same time. You can't sleep, can't relax, your heart's racing for no reason, and your doctor looks at your labs and says you're fine, but you know you're not fine. So pumpkin seeds are one of the richest sources of zinc on the planet. And zinc is the mineral that your body uses to signal progesterone production. Without enough zinc, your ovaries and adrenal glands cannot produce adequate progesterone. It's like trying to bake bread with no yeast. Zinc also directly supports your thyroid, and your thyroid controls your entire metabolic rate, your weight, your energy, your temperature, your regulation. Your doctor may have even put you on a thyroid medication like Synthroid or levothyroxine, but never checked your zinc level. Zinc feeds the system the medication is trying to replace. All you need to do is eat an ounce of pumpkin seeds a day. You can snack on them, throw them in a salad. They're delicious. Now, number 4 is my absolute favorite. I eat it as much as I possibly can. But before I get to that, I want to let you know that this video is brought to you by everydaynurse.com. If everything I've told you has got you worked up about fixing your hormones, imagine being in a room full of women who are being handed pills and shots just like you and are ready for real answers. And what I'm talking about is June 24 in Louisville, Kentucky. There is going to be a live event called Restore Her Hormones, a live event with Barbara O'Neill herself. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Barbara O'Neill. She's incredible, but she's going to be live talking to a room full of women about their hormones, and it's going to be moms and daughters. So if you have a daughter and you have hormone problems and you want to have Barbara herself teach you about your own hormones and how to teach your daughter to balance her hormones naturally, you've got to be there. If you want the link for this live event, comment hormones in the comments below. All right, food number 4 is avocado. Avocado. It is something that I love, 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 love. And all my kids love avocado as well. So I need to tell you something about hormones that nobody really ever explains. Every hormone in your body, estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, testosterone, all of them are built from cholesterol, specifically from healthy fat. So cholesterol has been given a bad name, but it's almost like saying the firemen are responsible for the fire because they're always there. No, cholesterol is there for a very specific reason, and all these fat-free diets, trying to really focus on getting rid of cholesterol out of your body, is really going against the natural hormone balance of your system. Your body cannot manufacture hormones without raw material. So after 50, most women are eating low-fat diets. They're literally starving their hormone-making system. You see, your brain is almost 60% fat, and your hormones are made from fat. So you've been told to avoid fat for like 30 years, and that's not healthcare. That's a problem. Avocado, however, is loaded with monounsaturated fat, plant-based healthy fat, the exact kind your body uses to synthesize steroid hormones. And steroid hormones are your sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Avocado gives your body the raw material to make all three. And one avocado apparently has more potassium than a banana. It also has folate that lowers homocysteine, and homocysteine damages your blood vessels, raising your high blood pressure, your stroke risk, and all of that. So eat an avocado or half an avocado a day. Put it on some toast in your salad. Oh man, it is incredible. God made the building blocks for your hormones right in the food from the grocery store. Number 5 is walnuts. Here's one nobody really talks about. After 50, your cortisol or your stress hormone stops cycling the way it's supposed to. It should be high in the morning, low at night, but chronic stress, poor sleep, processed food flatten that cycle. Your cortisol stays elevated. So if you're doing everything right and your hormones are still off, cortisol is probably the reason. And cortisol stress is the number one cause of so much in America today. But walnuts are rich in omega-3s, and omega-3s reduce inflammation that keeps cortisol stuck in that on position. It also helps support production of serotonin, and that's the calming neurotransmitter in your body. And because also a study published in the Journal of American College of Nutrition found that women who supplemented with Walnuts showed significant reductions in cortisol response to stress. So you might have the same stress in your life, but your response to it is helped by eating a handful of walnuts. So save this video for later. These are the 5 things we talked about: flaxseed, broccoli, pumpkin seeds, avocado, and walnuts. All of them in your grocery store, all of them hitting the same pathways that your HRTs are trying to hit. But much better price, much better lack of side effects. The Bible says that the earth is filled with the goodness of God, and this is one of the best examples of that to me. It's not just poetry. That's a pharmacy. Your body was designed to heal. It was designed to balance. It was designed to thrive past 50, 60, and 70. The problem was never your age. The problem was your fuel. You just needed someone to give you a better grocery list. So if you, again, are interested in a live event talking specifically to you about your hormones and your daughter's hormones, because this is a legacy problem, then you need to come to our live event in Louisville, Kentucky with Barbara O'Neill herself. Comment hormones in the comments below. I'll send you the link.